turn these down to one ship. We're only building the one. We'll build all these. We'll keep building those four. We'll keep building those four. We'll keep building those four because we need some destroyers for when we get to Britain.
Yeah, but we don't have enough.
No, we don't. But what, by laying that in there, as these finish, like when we put the submarines in, as these finish, they'll be done very, very quickly. These will pass automatically
Alright.
into the next one. So that's the sort of way I'm doing it.
Right.
We're only going to build one of each. These submarines are absolutely terrible, but since they're already built, half built, we'll carry on building them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when we come to the end, we need. These are the amount of shipyards that we're going to use for repairs as we need them. We've got 3 designated for repairs out of 10 dockyards, so I'm going to bump that up to like 8. That just means that repairing ships will take priority over building stuff. Right, and we need to build some convoys. We'll put that on 2.
And I realized actually I didn't record in the beginning, but I already pressed the button, so now it's record. So in the beginning we left a few.
Oh, we
minutes.
missed the first bit. We missed all.
They chose the country, and
Like
that's
when
it.
I climbed Everest, I told them and founded a large monastery. You missed all that out, did you?
Yeah, but on the Twitch is on there.
Oh. Okay. So let's look at our building. Our building thoughts. Don't know about. You can do it either way. You can build infrastructure first and then build your civs. But the civs we're after. I'm going to build some infrastructure. Say here.
What is it good for? I usually never build this one, so I just...
These make your supplies run faster, your logistics run faster, your trains will run faster, you've got more stuff of everything. Your infrastructure can cope with large armies passing through. That's for a start. They also increase the number of building slots, so when you do that you get you can build more military factories or more civilian factories or more whatever you need.
Okay, so it's
And
recommend...
they help stuff build faster.
Alright.
So a lot of people say don't bother with these, just build civs, but I like building the civs afterwards. So
Yeah, I always build a civil.
Yeah, so we'll build 4 in there, so it's you know, these 4 we don't want to touch because there's a focus that will build these up for free for us, so we'll build in them after. We'll build all like our other stuff in there. So we've got a few going.
And how you convert military factory to civilian factory? Because this is I can't.
I mean, you can do it. This is the button to do. Right?
Yeah, I click on it and this want to change the civilian to military, but I want military to civilian.
Yeah.
How is it?
There's really no need. It depends. If you click on this one, that'll do it the other way. If you click on this one, I'll do it the other way. If you click on that one, I'll do it that way.
Got it.
You see? But do you know what? You really don't need it. I've never used it since 2016.
No, I just want to use I want to get one factory just because something one factory missed and I just didn't know how to do it.
Absolutely. If you want to do it, then go ahead. I mean, think in multiplayer there are techniques where you do build a lot of one of and then change them the other at the last moment. But we don't need to. In single player, you really don't need to. We're aiming for, we've got civilian factories, you look up here, you see the civilian factories, we've got 31. We're looking for around about, in single player, around about 80 to 90 civilian factories. You're laughing. In multiplayer, they want a lot more.
Of
All right,
course.
because that's, yeah. But in single player, you get around 80 to 90 factories, you're doing good. So we've still got to build 50. So we've got some building to do. Alright, I think that will do for that. Our trade, let's have a look at that. We're already over trading here with Sweden, so we'll cut that off. One factory back down to 9. You just let that go by an hour and that'll adjust. Boom, see, it went to 2, and that'll adjust.
Rubber.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy 1 rubber because we're gonna be needing aircraft. We buy from someone you're not gonna fight. Is what I usually do, and if you come here with the dash means no convoys. We're not using convoys, which is always a good thing. We'll just have 1. We won't get, and I'll speed that forward another hour. Look, not correct. There you go. So we're just one
But
short.
if you press the space, it's the same. The time stop
Yeah.
and go. So I like to use that one.
Yeah, I'll use space. No, that's good. Our building's on the way. Our production. Let's have a look. Now, if we look up here, this is logistics. We can see this is basically our warehouse. This is our warehouse. We're behind 220 fighters. We're not worried about tactical bombers, not worried about transport planes. We're behind 20 close air support, and we're not going to worry about naval bombers. What else? We're not going to worry about recruiting anything at the moment. Next thing I normally do is I come in the occupied territories. I do this automatically. You put this to a horse brigade. They're cheaper units for garrison. So change it to your garrison. We'll change that to a better unit as well. Military governor. I always select everything to local police force, and that will see you throughout the game, and you ain't got to worry about it no more.
I never touched this one. I never know it.
No, that's fine. These are just the setups before we actually get going.
Oh, good to know.
Yep. What else we got now? Focus wise, okay. Now we want to just wait for the 4-year plan because it gives some nice bonuses, and we want to time that so we get that bonus.
It's good for you because you already know the game a long time, and also you're perfect in English, so you can read this straight through. But for anyone else who is new, is a mess. Plenty of things. Choose which one. Why is it? And also today I found that one on the bottom.
Yeah.
If you choose that one, it's just doing that one and that's it.
Yes.
Or if I choose something else, they do same times, or is turned off automatically.
Right. These ones are basically. I mean, there are circumstances to use them, and they're normally late game stuff when you've done everything you need to do over here. That's when it's mainly used for. But if you're being bombed, you can use construction engineering. I think they have repair in here, and one of them's repair. Construction repair. If you're being bombed to hell, you got factory repair speed at 50%. You can bung that on if you're really being bombed. You know what I mean? If you've got nothing else to do. But these are our main national focuses. The spirit of the nation. What is the nation going to strive for over the next 3 months?
Just through see what the hell is happening here is so.
Well, the 4-year plan is a good one. This here. This is our industry. This is our industry here. Here are some of our fortifications, the Atlantic Wall, the West Wall.
No, I can see the industry, the army and other things, just
Army.
the political part is like, if it's a small country, it's
The
not so common, not so bad, but like the Soviet Union, it's, I don't even know what they talk about.
Right, well the political part is here, the Rhineland. This is the one we're going to go for first. Rhineland's going to start us on our way. It tells us what we gain. Political power, we get a little bit of army experience, and world tension is increased by 5. World tension's up here, it's at north at the moment. When it reaches a certain point, the Allies start flinging out guarantees to all these countries. You attack them as Germany, you've got to be prepared to fight the Allies. So that's just something to keep an eye on, is tension. That'll be at 100 when World War II get going, that'll be at 100. Yeah, so our national focus, it takes 70 days. If you want to go down a different path, you can have a civil war and oppose Hitler. And you have to fight the civil war, and then I think the Kaiser comes or something, you have different.
So maybe that's why I have civil war, because I choose the wrong one, or what?
Well, if you choose a civil war path, you'll get one. Yeah, absolutely.
Like Soviet Union, I always get civil war. I
Yeah.
think I just click on the wrong one.
Yeah, well we can have a look at that when we get some time a little bit later. Yeah, so here's your here's your other side. If you want to go down the Kaiser way, I don't know if they have a democratic path. There might be, but bother that. No one bothers that. Everyone stays with the natural sort of path. I think it's
The one thing when you choose a new game, and you can choose you start 36 or 39. If I start 39, I skip the civil war, or is it anyways there?
No, I think you can still follow the focus tree and get a civil war if you want one.
So I have a civil war even if I start later.
Yeah, I mean, if you start in 39, I found some people do, but most people start in the 36. You got more control.
And what is the difference? Why is better to start this or that?
I always like to build everything rather than have it built for me. When you go into 39, you'll find that Germany is up to 39 standards,
Alright.
but as the AI thinks it should be, not how you would have maybe had it. It's just more advanced, you know. The war is.
Yeah, so recommend starter to be familiar with the
Yeah,
country.
absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, we're going to start with Rhineland. All right, let's start with Rhineland. Let's start with Rhineland. Don't worry about any of these yet. We haven't got any clue. 1.43 a day.
Yeah, they always say, oh, you have a decision, you have a government to change, and other things piss me off.
Now the army. Right, what have we got? Let's have the tanks off. Goodness me, your screen is so big. Keep looking for it.
You can see better.
We got one of them. More? No.
Are you separate them?
Let's put just these two. Now, the generals command in armies of 24, as you know. So I'm splitting them down. This is just the beginning of
What is that? I never bother on the.
Well, that brings up my 4 panzers here. Look. There's my 4 panzers. You see there's a little gap between the two, that's because he's at the top row. If I bring him in, like that, he's then joined to that, and there's a gap there, look, and I bring that one. I'll put that in there. And then I can use a field marshal to order them about, but you'll see all that.
I use them usually.
Yep. Alright, there we go. There's our destroyers for the day. Now we're making toe down the air now. We just started. We're going to need them. So it's telling me that they're not on a template yet, but we know about that. Here's what we're short of. We're just that one behind. I'm not going to worry about that one. That just means my close air support's just going to be slightly underperforming.
But they're still building.
But they're still
Just
building,
slowly.
just at a slightly reduced rate because I haven't quite got the materials. Okay, so shall we organise these first? Let's organise these.
Angetreten.
Who are we going to put in? We normally just use,
Let I jump the turret.
yeah. I normally just use, if they got the infantry officer, so.
Angetreten.
Don't worry too much about their rank, they're really experienced game. A lot of people promote some of these, which you can do, but it's really, I think on single player you really haven't got to worry too much. So we'll put Guderian in charge of our tanks, that's for sure.
Angetreten.
We'll give him a nice little icon, so let's make him red, and we'll give him the G. Try and send him to Spain. Talk about Spain, let's train some of these up. We want, I think the magic number is 60 divisions, we get 60 divisions up of these. And by the time the Spanish Civil War kicks off, we will have 4 units that we can send with the Air Force.
Angetreten.
Don't worry about that. Right, submarines. What's it doing? It's black. I'm not sure I like Vader too much. So I get experience. Positioning, I like positioning. Again, you know, just choose which one you sort of like the look of. This one. 4 attack, 1 defense. Probably won't be as good, but change this. Automatic split off enabled. The rules are basically 4 screening ships to every major ship. So 2 heavy cruisers. 8, got 10. That's fine. On them. Yeah, of course. Bring them all down to here and we'll sort them out. We got quite a deficit, but we will hopefully get those back.
Angetreten.
Just wait till Andros gets back.
Came back.
Yeah, I think we've done everything. Again, an agency, you definitely want to get, I like to get. So,
Hello mate, how are you today? Ender King 1, hi, nice to see you.
hello there.
Alright, so where are you?
Yeah, I'm just debating whether to start the agency now. We haven't got that many factories, but I do like to get one going. I think we're going to leave it for a little while. We got someone out there in internet land who's watching.
What?
Is someone in internet land watching us?
You can see here, one view is us. If it's more, then you will see 2 right now, but sometimes it's not showing and someone watching us.
Oh,
Someone willing to asking something, but it's not so often, you never know.
All right. Okay. I think we've got everything. We've got gathering up the Air Force. I've done the Navy. There's not much to do, thankfully.
And who will be fighting first? Or?
We won't be fighting for a while. I think the first people we'll be fighting is Poland.
Alright.
When we
And you didn't clear up the icons what you don't need?
No, well, that one is my insufficient resources. So I know that's one behind, so I don't need to get rid of that. The no template one, I'm going to change that. These are decisions available. Cancel MEFO bill, not going to do that. These are 2 destroyers, and I can't replace them right now.
Yeah, but just because you closed that icon, it doesn't change.
I just leave them up there so I know
What's happening?
what's happening. Yeah, that just for me. If they're not up there, they don't remind me that I've got just to keep an eye on them.
It usually came back if something's still missing.
Absolutely. Yeah, and this one tells me what I'm missing for production.
Yeah, the
rounds.
tactical bomber another usually.
We got 269,000 men in the field for Anschluss. We're going to need 500,000 men in the field, so which is what we're to be heading for. So let's go. Put it on. See what happens. Now our time is marching forward. I hate putting it on too fast.
Why not use the space? And don't forget to drink sometime.
Oh yeah. But yeah. My elixir.
Speaking a lot, you need some liquid before you dry out.
We can have a look at the. This button here leads to the logistics screen,
Yeah.
and it shows you all your logistics. Now Germany is perfectly fine. You haven't got to do too much. When we
Yeah,
go,
I used for the supply to
Yeah.
show me where is it.
But when you go out to the depths of Russia and in places like Mongolia, when you're playing China or Japan, there is no supply and it's a different kettle of fish. Europe is like this, so it's nice. France is the same, Britain's the same. Our Rhineland one is coming along. Oh, this screen is disconcerting, it's so big.
Too much to see.
Yeah, too much to see, yeah, absolutely. Not mine is like quite small, so everything.
No, my monitor like everyone else.
Yeah. Command power is building up. We want all these to build up, but we can't do anything about them at the moment. Here's our production. You can see we're 20,000 guns down, 200 fighters down. We aren't worried about tactical bombers or transports. 14 of them
What
down.
does it mean?
That means we're behind in red.
Okay.
We're short. We're short 20,500 guns, but we'll make that up. We're short 500 artillery pieces.
Usually I clear those icons up there and I can see if something new appeared there.
That's all right.
Everybody's different.
Everybody's different, yeah. That for me, that's handy for me to keep an eye on them. We just spam these out as soon as we can, because the idea is we just want to get 60 of these out. And then we'll have enough for...
Angetreten.
And then we'll have enough to send 4 units to Spain. So yeah, so we'll do a little bit of fighting in Spain. We'll send some volunteers to the Spanish Civil War. And now our aircraft should be here. What have we got?
You build a relationship with someone or what?
We're Germany. We don't build relationships with anyone.
Okay.
We've got our stomping boots on. We can do stomping. Yeah. I do a little few sort of housekeeping things that I do. Italy is annexing things. Italy is doing its thing. It's a war in Ethiopia. What have we got here? 3 fighters, 4 tactical bombers.
Right, how you want fact time every 30 minutes, 40 minutes, every hour?
Yeah, whenever you like.
Or how you want?
I always have a fag, you know me, I'm terrible.
Yeah.
Don't do it at home, folks.
Because you know, this is how I will stop the record until we go into FEG. And when we come back
Yeah,
and
that sounds
record
good.
as well. So we make a half hours videos or 1 hour videos or
Yeah,
how you want.
we'll do it like that then. How long's it
Because
been?
you see it's nearly half hour.
Yeah, do it a half hour then or something if you like. You can make a little series, whatever you. Well, right, this sounds like a good time because we've just got our first focus is done, Rhineland, which obviously happened for real. We're following the historical path. That means we can now station troops in what was the old demilitarised zone after World War One. That means we can put our troops there, which hold the beastly, ghastly French at bay. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to have a fag now then?
Alright, then let me there and we
Alpha 20.
whatever.
That's our code word. That is.
FAG. FUG.
We'll be back.
FUCK. Right, okay, so we pause the game, yeah?
No. Yes. Game.